The fact that my Twitter handle is on my opening slide is a sign. It's a sign that the web has changed the marketing world forever. And it's also a sign that somebody in the audience tonight is going to win this bottle of wine for the best tweet during my talk. The marketing world as we knew it used to exist of TV ads, radio ads, billboard ads, and press ads. But that was before the World Wide Web came along. And that was actually only 5,000 days ago. It's no longer about big companies with the big budgets buying the best ads and getting the most business. You see, the web has actually leveled the playing field and made it fair for everybody, and there's nowhere to hide. And the reasons for this are threefold. The first is that the user is now in control. That's right, you, the user, are in control, and it's a luxury that we haven't had for very long. You've got that control in the palm of your hand, whether it's your mouse or your remote control. You see, we can no longer be held to ransom by our television sets and the advertising messages that we receive through there. The web has actually enabled us to watch TV on YouTube, download music online, get our information and our news online, and even shop online. Imagine for a second if every single billboard, TV ad, radio ad, or press ad had an unsubscribe button on it. And imagine that if you clicked that, you'd never have to see an ad from that company ever again. Imagine how much that would change what marketers put in their communications. But of course, on the web, this is true. You can easily unsubscribe from emails, unfollow people on Twitter, and unfriend people on Facebook, and just click past terrible websites. And this is a good thing because it forces marketers to really focus on producing good quality, interesting, relevant, and useful content, because they realise that they may only have one chance. The second reason why the web has changed marketing forever is that information lives online forever. A write-up in today's paper is no longer tomorrow's fish and chip wrapper. In actual fact, it stays archived online forever. Now, the notion of this absolutely terrifies some people, and I can appreciate that because the number one fear that I hear with clients at Blue Wire is, well, what happens if people say bad things about me online? And I completely understand that, but the irony of this situation, as you know, is that anybody online can publish information, and people can and possibly already have said bad things about you online. Which begs the question, what happens if somebody does say something bad about you online? Well, I'm asked that question all the time, and the only true answer to that is you can only bury bad comments under good comments. So the onus is on marketers and business owners to have good quality products and services so that people actually want to write good reviews about you. Now, the third way that the web has changed marketing is that the web has made it easy to share. Word of mouth has always existed, but with the web, and particularly social media, it's like word of mouth on steroids. So here's an interesting stat, and for those people who are tweeting, this would be a really good place to start. Only 14% of people trust ads. Yet 78% of people trust friend recommendations from friends. So the people that did just tweet that message, your followers are going to read that and it's going to be 5 times more trustworthy because they've heard it from you, who they know, as opposed to hearing it from me, who they don't know. So as soon as marketers understand that that simple act of friend sharing to other friends makes it 5 times more trustworthy, that's going to be a great moment because it's easier, faster, and more effective, but most importantly, 5 times more trustworthy. So what does the future hold? Well, the future is all about having remarkable content, content that people don't want to unsubscribe from, content that's excellent because it's going to live online forever, and content that people want to actually share with their friends. Now, to quote my favourite marketing strategist, David Meerman Scott, if you're not on Google, you don't really exist. And whilst this is quite confronting, it's also very accurate. So what do? Well, the key is to think like a publisher, because publishers and journalists, these guys create excellent, top-notch content for their living, and it's the content that people actually want to go out of their way to read. So start thinking and behaving like a publisher as opposed to a traditional marketer or advertiser. And on a closing note, on the web, you are what you publish. So I urge you to publish information and content that people want, publish information that stays online forever, and publish information that people want to share. Good night.